Monday morning. Do you know where your kids are?
Don't tell me it's Monday.
It's not Monday. It's Friday. It's Friday, July 5th. I have to get her teeth removed.
Well,
not all of them.
You're just putting all her business out there. She's fat. Her teeth have to come out.
she's a fat bitch.
She is. She's a dog. No, she does have to get her teeth removed. And the vet, when I took her to the vet told me that it was going to be like $700.
Give me 1 hour with her and I'll get them out for you.
Justin said, he's like, what if I just remove them while she's awake?
Imagine, though.
I'm like, she would never come near you ever again. That's animal abuse.
Isn't it, like, risky to put older dogs under?
She is 7.
So not that old?
No.
Okay.
It's actually better for her
to be under.
to get, because she has to have her teeth cleaned, and apparently this is something that I did not know. The plaque and stuff that builds up around a dog's teeth, it produces bacteria which the dog swallows, and that bacteria forms around their heart and their kidneys, and is like the leading cause of kidney and heart disease in dogs.
She's gonna die of a broken heart.
Oh, no, don't say that. But you're supposed to get your dog's teeth cleaned every 2 to 3 years. So it's not like just getting them cleaned would cost me $300. But because she probably has to have some teeth removed, it's gonna cost $7. So $300 for the cleaning and then $400 for teeth removal.
Do they have a special doggy dentist or is it just a vet?
I have no idea. I know that they do x-rays and stuff on her jaw to see how her teeth are doing and then judge from there.
Fat motherfucker.
How tired are you today, Matt?
Pretty tired. Pretty fucking tired. I had a cup of coffee this morning.
Sorry.
Damn, dude.
Sorry.
You wrestling? What are you, a
I'm trying
dog?
to find my chapstick. Sorry. What? You were wrestling what? Or wait.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Never mind.
I said I was tired, and you go, you're wrestling what?
Well, you said wrestling to me, but I forgot that you said that to me, not
I said, what are you, a dog?
Oh.
Or rustling, I said.
Rustling.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Ranch.
Sorry, what were you saying?
But I had a cup of coffee this morning. I was fine, and then I played some of my game, and I was like, I should probably run. So I ran a mile, and I felt my feet were fucking aching like crazy for some reason, and that usually doesn't happen. So I only ran a mile, and then I walked like a lap, and was like, not feeling it.
Where do you run?
I'm not gonna say that.
Like in your neighborhood, or
No.
okay?
There's a park I go to.
Oh, okay.
That's-
Like the trail, or
Well, technically it's a trail. It's like 10 minutes from here.
like they have a whole track for like.
Yeah, there's like a
walking.
soccer field, and they have a track, but then they also have like tracks, or not tracks, like a walking trail that goes. This is a really, really long park. It goes all the way across this side of this highway, and it's like a 1.5 mile down, and then at the track itself is like 0.48, maybe 0.44 miles. So I go around like 2.5 times, and that's a mile.
I go and I take, I've been trying to give baby at least a mile walk a day because she's chunky. And I'm trying her next vet visit, I would like her to be under 14.5 pounds. So in turn, I am becoming more healthier because I'm going out and I set the outdoor walk on my watch. And then I wait till it hits a mile and then I go home. I mean, sometimes it's a little less than a mile. But
it's pretty accurate. It's not like perfect, but I noticed it's good with tracks.
Yeah.
Or that type of stuff. But
well, I'll just like walk randomly, aimlessly through Covington.
it's probably like, where the fuck is she going?
Sometimes I walk down like alleyways and stuff.
Yeah.
I try to stay very close to home if I'm by myself with her because like with Lucy I'm more ballsy because I got my guard dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm too like scared to walk anywhere.
Like usually Justin is with me when we take her out on a walk.
Yeah. Speaking of Lucy, there was one time we were at Momo's when Mike was down. You had Lucy over, and we took her for a walk, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and we were walking on.
Was I there?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember this. Continue.
We were walking on the sidewalk across from the clubhouse, over at Momo's, and there was a group of teenagers walking on the other side, and we were with Lucy, and Lucy kept tugging away from you, and you were going, "Hey, hey," and the guys are like looking over like, what, is she talking to us? and you just kept doing that, and they didn't
I don't remember that.
They were like looking over at us like, what the fuck? And I don't remember if we even told them we're talking to the dog, or maybe you did. That would make more sense. But like, we're talking to Lucy or whatever, and they were like, oh,
their life flashed before their
I
eyes.
hope I'm not making that last part up. It sounds like that happened, but or in my mind,
more than likely I was shit faced.
Probably.
Because I do not remember this at all.
But I remember just being like, of course you had to fucking. It's dark out.
Yeah.
Nobody's around except for us and them. Hi.
Well, she's a lot better on a leash now. I just didn't have her trained at all, and so she would pull all over the place, and it was a nightmare taking her out on walks.
Did you ever take her out without a leash?
I mean, yeah, she'd just walk around. No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, I see that so much with like delivering packages. People will just be walking with their dogs.
I see that too. That is okay. At least in my opinion, it is okay if your dog has good recall skills. Like if your dog can listen to you 100% of the time in any scenario, okay. I don't see a problem with you walking without a leash. But example, my dogs, they are not trained well enough to walk without a leash. They do not have recall. Like Lucy has decent recall skills, but not if her prey drive is activated. Because I never, like when a dog's a puppy, you're supposed to train them at home, but you're also supposed to take them out in a public area and train them there with distractions and stuff. Because if you don't, when you take them in an area with a bunch of distractions, they're not going to listen to you. Mm-hmm. So, which I did not do enough with Lucy. So out in a public scenario, she won't listen. But like if I were to let her out the front door right now and she darted into the street, I was like, get your ass back in here. She would immediately come back in. Like she'd listen. But not in public. No recall there. So yeah, cannot walk her without a leash. For her safety and for the safety of people around her.
There's people in my apartment complex that just let their dogs run around outside, and it's so annoying. Like I was sitting in my car and they were just like running everywhere, and the owner was like, get back here, and I just like waited in my car till they went inside because I'm like, I don't want to fuck with this.
Yeah, especially like the kind of dogs where people do that and the dogs will jump all over you.
Yes.
And it's like, I love dogs so much, but like when I'm doing stuff, I don't want their muddy paws on me.
I'm just scared of them more than anything.
Oh, and once you get attacked by a few dogs, that fear gets built in. Because I used to have no fear of dogs whatsoever until I was an Amazon delivery driver.
Yeah.
And now I have a lot of fear of dogs, even little ones.
I had a few...
Like, I could punt them, but, I mean...
I had a few bad encounters. One that you were involved in. You and your shitty boyfriend, dude.
I forgot about that!
That was bad.
Oh
was
my
really
god,
bad.
I didn't know she was trained.
And then that... I mean, we don't have to explain that because that's... I don't know.
We should explain the dog situation. I didn't know... I had a pit bull that I just got.
He got a boyfriend. He got a dog.
He didn't tell me about it. I just came home from work and there was a pit bull.
And you guys were staying at a hotel. This is not like a place this dog should have been in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. And dog fucking destroyed that room. Mm-hmm. But there was one night I went over and I wanted to see the dog, and I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs and he's at the top of the stairs with the leash on the dog, and he's going, get him, sick him, get him. And this dog is foaming at the fucking mouth, lunging as hard as he can. Thankfully,
You had like a car to go to or something?
No, I was like 13. I didn't have anywhere to go.
I can't remember how you escaped. I don't remember.
Because he held on to the dog and he didn't get me.
For some reason, I thought you ran inside, or you like got inside of a car.
No. I did eventually. I think I did actually go to the car afterwards because I was on the way out when that happened, I think.
From what I remember is I was holding onto the dog and Matthew was standing like a few feet away.
No, it was DJ holding onto the dog. You were not holding onto the dog.
Well, the scenario that I remember, I'm going to just say what I remember, is that I was holding on to the dog and Matthew was standing a few feet away from me. And I was like, get him.
No,
and then the
DJ.
dog went crazy and I didn't know that the dog was, because I just got the dog. It was an adult dog. I didn't know it was trained to do that.
You didn't do that. Was DJ that did that. You didn't do that.
See, I remember like apologizing. See, my memories are very foggy, so.
And then like a few years later not at like the old house that you guys, not the old house, but the one that you guys lived in very briefly. I was waiting out for the bus one morning, and it was like, I don't know what time of year it was, but it was dark out at 6 a.m. So it was probably whatever time of the year that is. And neighbors across the street moved in like barely 6 months ago, but they breed pit bulls. And apparently at the time the guy was coming out to take one to the vet or something, and he opened the door and the dog sees me and just full on sprints at me. And I'm like just waiting for the bus, and I like not paying attention. I just look over, and this dog is like within 5 feet of me.
That's terrifying.
And I'm like, my initial reaction is just run.
Yeah, like what else can you do?
I took like 3 steps. Like I was standing on the sidewalk, 3 steps, and that was it. But the dog didn't do anything. He was just jumping. But the guy was just like, she's not gonna bite. She's not gonna bite.
I don't trust when people say they're not gonna bite anymore, because I've had somebody tell me that their dog was friendly, and the dog bit me directly in front of them.
Yeah.
And they were as shocked as I was.
Yeah.
I bet you wish you had your Glock then.
I was like
16 or something.
Well, I wasn't old enough to drive, but I was old enough. I was probably like 10th grade.
Okay, yeah.
So
I remember you telling me about that, and I was like instantly like terrified.
Yeah, I think you might have been living there at the time.
Yeah,
when that happened.
Yeah.
But today I had a better experience with a dog, or 2 pit bulls. There was a guy at the park when I ran a mile, and then I was doing my walk lap to cool down, because I was like, I don't want to my feet were killing me. And a guy shows up, and he has 2 pit bulls, but neither of them are on a leash. And he's just like, he's keeping them away from me though. So it's like it's a pretty big field, and he's just staying like on the opposite side of me. So like as I'm walking around, he's like shifting across from me. But I was like, well, if I started jogging again, I'm going to catch up to him, and these dogs aren't on a leash, and they're both pit bulls, and they get a bad rap. I know they're not all bad, but, you know, it's safer to assume that any dog is violent, you know, but if they're not on a leash, they're probably well behaved. But I'm like, the interaction was more so like, I'd rather just avoid it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he did what he did. I'm glad that I didn't run again, because if I did, then it would have been like this.
They would have, I mean, dogs are like when you run, they want to chase you.
Right.
I think I really like pit bulls. I think pit bulls are really, really good dogs. I've been bitten and attacked by, I say, around 5 dogs. Well, it's been like 1 dog a year I get attacked by. Not hospitalized attack, but enough to break the skin, and I'm bleeding. Okay. You know how many of those were pit bulls?
0.
None. You know the dog that this is like, I had somebody try to argue with me on Facebook about this, but you know the dog I was attacked by the most? There's a specific breed that I was
Chihuahua.
No.
Is that a little dog?
A medium-sized dog.
Jack Russell Terrier.
No.
Golden Retriever.
A Shiba.
Shiba Inu.
Yeah, they're like
They were kind of mean.
Can you pull up a picture so Becca knows what they look like?
The Doge.
Oh, you have a
Doge. You know what I'm talking about? Doge dog.
Oh, yeah.
I've been attacked. Out of the 5 dogs, 2 of them have attacked me, and I had a girl on Facebook being like, they're actually very, very calm dogs, actually, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, in my experience, they are very quiet. They do not bark. They just can't, like this, it was a little white one, and it just came right up to me and just went and latched onto my hand, and I was like, what the fuck? And I remember telling these people, I think they breed them. There was a little white one. That's the one I remember the most. They breed them. And so they're always out in their front yard. And I keep telling them, like, hey, your dog's outside. I'm not going in there. That one bites. I'm not going in there. And they're like, oh, they're fine. They're fine. No, that one bites. I'm not going in your yard. So I started putting their packages by their mailbox because the electric fence is there.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
Like, I even text them, dog outside, putting packages by mailbox. Because I'm not messing with your dogs anymore. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't even fuck with it.
Mm-mm.
People get so mad though, like the amount of dirty looks I've gotten. Like this one, okay, the other day, well, not the other day, maybe like a couple weeks ago, I was delivering a package to this house, and it looked like just a normal like suburban house. I was like, the thing didn't have a dog warning tag thing.
How it has the paw print?
Yeah,
the paw print.
There was nothing, so I usually just walk. I mean, I'm always aware, but I was walking up the driveway, and a dog that looks exactly like Lucy come running at me.
Oh no, don't mess.
And I ran back, and then the guy came walking like nonchalantly after the dog.
Yeah.
And I ran to my car, got in, and just left.
I have met Dobermans that are extremely friendly, like like a golden retriever friendly, you know what I mean? Like a lab friendly, like playful. And then I've met some that are like Lucy and very territorial and protection of their property. Whenever I see a Doberman, I'm not going to play.
No.
I'm not, just like same with the Rottweiler, not going to play. Remember that Rottweiler as a kid?
Yeah.
Not going to play with a Rottweiler. Not going to do it.
But it just came out of nowhere, and the guy looked so mad. Like he was mad I was leaving, and I'm like, "What do you want me to do?"
Well, a lot of people, they don't realize like not everyone loves your dog like you do.
And your dog doesn't know me. I don't know your dog.
Yeah.
So
like it's automatic. Like people, there was one dude who had a pug on a leash, and they were like reaching out their hand for a package, and the pug was like, you know, stuff like trying to get at me. You know what I mean? But even though it's a pug, and I know pugs are usually friendly dogs, I don't trust your dog. I don't know your dog, and I have handed a package to a customer while a dog is contained, and that dog has bit me as soon as I got close enough to the person. So I'm gonna be like, is your dog friendly? Are you sure? I'm going to set this right here on the ground and back up. You know what I mean? I'm not playing no more. Like, the amount of times I have been bitten, I'm done. I'm done. I love dogs, but like, not your dog. Or it's not that I don't love your dog. It's that I don't trust your dog because I don't know your dog and I don't know you.
Like, nah, fool, fuck your dog. I'll kill him.
It gives me the same vibe as like a mom of like a horrible like person, and they're like, they would never do that. Like, they go off and, like, rob a bank. And they're like, they wouldn't do that.
Are you talking about a boy mom?
Well, just, I don't know, just any mom. That's
There's, like this whole group, I guess it's a stereotype called the boy mom, where they're convinced that their little son can never do anything wrong, and their son's just a terror to everyone that he enters their life, you know?
And that's why I will never trust when someone's like, oh, the dog is nice. I'm like,
he's nice to you.
You said your son was nice, too, but he caused me a lot of trauma. What did we do yesterday, guys?
Shot fireworks.
We blew shit up.
Well, we did.
I was terrified in the corner.
You blew puppets on the floor.
She hid under the awning in the front of the house.
I hate fireworks so much. I'm like such a party pooper, but I still wanted to be there.
Dude,
so.
you might be a dog.
Yeah.
You were rustling through that bag, and then you're afraid of fireworks. You're a dog.
Yeah, I'm a bitch. And I bite.
I mean, if I have to, I will too.
That's okay.
There's like a lull way early. Normally we have, I think it's because we hung out yesterday and we're like,
yeah, everything we talked about was yesterday. And it was like, we went 2 weeks without recording.
Yeah.
Or
a week.
1 week. There was a week gap between, yeah.
Bless you.
No, it was 2 weeks because we had a week, or we had last Friday we didn't. So the Friday before that was the last time we recorded. So it has been 2 weeks. So we like caught up last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we talk about last night? Maybe we can
the
repeat
Trump Bible. The
talk about the Trump Bible. Talk about Project 2025.
Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, yeah. But Matthew didn't hear that. Okay, so I can retell that.
Oh shit.
You know that Benjamin Franklin was like a little prankster when he was younger. I think he was like 14. His brother owned
he was 14.
I believe he might have been younger. He might have been 12.
Wow.
I don't remember the age. I'd have to pull it up. I don't remember the pen name he went under either. But his brother, James Franklin, owned a paper, and he worked for him. But his brother
printing press.
Yeah. His brother would never publish anything he wrote. So what he started doing is going by a pen name instead of his real name, and he was writing like, I think it was like Miss Do-Gooder or something like that.
So good or...
Yeah, something like that. He went under a pen name and pretended to be an older woman who was a widow and would write like a Vice column, basically. And he would like slide it under the office door every week. And his brother would publish it. And it did so well. I don't remember the amount of papers it sold, but it was a lot for that time period. It would be like the equivalent of going viral. It was like a couple thousand.
I mean, think about how many people were back then. That's the whole population, basically.
Yeah.
And I remember, I was there. No, his brother found out about it and found out it was him and couldn't really do anything because it was making his paper successful.
Yeah.
But I think little Benny boy fucked off to somewhere else after that, after his brother was pissed. He's like, I'm going to go invent electricity. See ya.
Nope, not what happened. Not what happened.
You put a key on a kite, and then
He discovered that lightning was made out of electricity, and that was the whole thing.
I'm gonna go play with lightning. See ya.
Which one was the one that invented electricity?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, what?
Who was it? Or the light bulb?
Well, people say Thomas Edison was the one to popularize
Edison,
it,
not Jefferson.
but there was another guy who did it. I think it was Tesla. I don't know if that's true or not. Don't quote me on that. I don't know shit.
Elon Musk was there.
We're only 23 minutes in. God damn it.
Wait, is that why he calls it Tesla?
Yeah.
Well, it's not his company. He didn't make the company. He just bought it.
Well, I wonder if that's why they named it that.
Probably.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Because light bulbs, like an idea.
Electricity? Well, you can't really invent electricity. You just kind of discover it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
When electricity was being like popularized in America, there was a electric iron that I think they still have that, but the electric iron was invented, and when people used it, they didn't understand how electricity works, so after they finished using it, they would put it up on something high to drain the electricity out of it back into the wall. People were fucking dumb. They thought it was like piping. It doesn't work like that.
Like water?
Yeah, that's what they thought it was. And they're fucking dumb idiots. They're dead.
You know, with
with
the Benjamin Franklin thing, that it's been proven that he didn't actually do the kite with the key thing, because if he would have actually done that, he would have been dead.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Because the key was in the middle of the string. He wasn't holding the key.
I don't know.
The
It's
key was just.
I read. It doesn't mean it's fact. I'm just.
Oh.
I'm
You
pretty
got it
sure.
off of Facebook.
No, I did not.
You got it off of Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. I don't
I don't
you cannot
use
cite...
Instagram.
Okay. All right, fine. TikTok or Facebook. That narrows it down.
Facebook, I only get on for like 10 minutes in the morning.
Well, apparently it's influencing a lot more of your life than just 10 minutes in the morning.
It's TikTok that's influencing my life.
All right, so we narrowed it down. Process of elimination. There's one option left. Do not trust anything from a source that you wouldn't cite in a paper.
Well, at this point, I just keep doing it because you react this way every time. You're like,
Okay.
okay,
Well,
and then
well,
I'm
then
like,
you're just
no,
gonna
it's
keep
true.
you're just gonna keep being wrong, and that's fine. I'll have a reason to like correct you. So that's
I sound
fine.
like my husband right now. He's just like, you need to have facts, and I'm like,
Well,
it is facts, and he's
you
like,
do.
you got it from Facebook. That's not facts. I feel like an old lady.
I see so much bullshit on Facebook, like so many AI images of like shit that is so clearly fake, and people are like,
Wow, this
great.
is amazing.
This is great.
Beautiful.
Like there was this picture of like a semi truck with a flatbed, and it was like packed full of like U.S. soldiers with like holding flags and stuff. And like if you zoom in, their hands are literally like, and their faces are. But I'm like, of course, people aren't gonna zoom in. They're gonna fucking go straight to the comment section and be like, why don't we see more pictures of stuff like this? Because it's not fucking real.
No, Facebook is just so full of hate. Like, if you go to you could post anything on Facebook, and then if you go to the comments, people are, like, criticizing every little thing about you.
Twitter's like that, too.
No, I can't do Twitter because it's more hateful than Facebook.
Twitter is where I thrive. I'm a lurker on Twitter. I don't ever reply or post. I just lurk. But Facebook.
I lurk.
Yeah, dude. I hop on Facebook just because at work there's, like, so many apps that aren't blocked by the Wi-Fi. So Facebook is one of them. It's like Instagram is blocked. It's Twitter for some reason, YouTube, and then Facebook. But Twitter is really bad because for some reason they just push porn.
Oh,
and I'm like,
geez.
I'm in public. I'm just on my like For You. I'm like, I don't need that. Like I like the funny stuff, and they're randomly like, here's
some ass.
a close up shot of
Here's
yeah.
a shot.
Yeah,
Of
essentially. And I'm like, I don't.
What's the name of the thing around the? Never mind.
You're talking about areola?
Yeah, here's an areola for you.
Around the nipple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, where I'm sitting is like really uncomfortable on the couch. I had to get a pillow.
Do you have a hemi?
Oh, dude, the other day I thought I did.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Shit, sorry. I didn't mean
do.
to actually call you out like that.
The other day I
I'll
thought
cut
I did.
that.
I actually don't know if I do.
Really?
I went poop and I was like, oh my god, it's hurting a lot afterwards.
No.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was going to wipe and it felt like there was a little tiny bump. But I think it was just like hairs just got crossed and tangled.
Oh.
So yeah, that's really gross.
And I have had a hemorrhoid before, and from my experience, is it can be a little painful and your butthole bleeds, and it's itchy down there.
Yeah. Mine is itchy for other reasons, but
Because you don't want.
No, because I'm hairy.
I know.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like a dead silence after that.
We honestly should have just recorded what we were talking about yesterday. We had the setup in the living room. We totally just could have.
We should do
But-
that one time.
Yeah.
See.
But of course, Mom's going to be like, where am I going to sit?
She can be the audience. She can sit and just like watch us.
She'll
the live audience.
she'll keep the camera going. She'll be the camera woman.
She'll just clap randomly.
She'll laugh.
The honestly, no, we couldn't do it there because the sound in there is really, really bad.
True.
Like they have nothing up on the walls right now. There's no carpet. It's just hardwood floors with like a couple of couches and
It's better now that they put more furniture though.
yeah.
A
The
little bit
acoustics aren't
better. Cool.
like in here. It's nice because there's big carpet on the floor. There's a blanket behind us. There's a lot of stuff for the sound to be absorbed into. You got a couch that stretches across the entire wall.
There's a bunch of shit on my walls.
Yeah.
Which you can't see.
Yeah.
You know you're supposed to use toilet paper and not your wall.
Becca, it's my life.
Still
Okay.
there's shit on the wall. Sorry.
I was like,
No, I
what
have,
did I
like,
miss?
My life.
I have a lot of taxidermy.
My life, my rules.
I was waiting for
I have
it.
a lot of taxidermy and instruments on my wall. There's
How do you
instruments
not
and
get
taxidermy.
freaked out? They're all like side-eyeing you. Well, that
Mhm.
one's like straight on.
I
That
don't know.
one
It
was
just
dumb as
doesn't bother
fuck.
me.
It does?
I want to get one of those deer heads that have like the teeth.
Excuse
Like human
me?
teeth?
No, it has like a wolf mouth. Like it has like wolf teeth in it. I saw one. I was like, oh man, I need that on my
That
wall.
sounds horrible.
It is horrifying, and I love it.
You should have taxidermied the one that you hit.
Just
I
wait
have
for
2 taxidermy deer heads. I have a taxidermy duck, and I don't know what. It's a bone on a plaque. It's
I
a
think
cow
that's-
skull.
cow probably. But speaking of getting a deer with wolf mouth, just wait for Lucy to die and then put her on the wall.
Yeah.
Justin saw the deer with the teeth, and he was like, "That's Doberman teeth." That's what he
Probably,
He
yeah.
said it looked like
What the fuck?
because it looks exactly like Lucy's mouth glued to a deer.
Yeah. Speaking of dead things,
Me on the inside.
so this is kind of fucked up, but so my buddy had a dog pass away recently. He was like a really old fart. His name was Teddy, and he looked like a teddy bear, and he had been kind of showing signs that he was getting like weaker and weaker and that type of thing. But like actually this was more like a month and a half ago. I was sitting in his basement and he was like sitting next to me, kind of like how me and Caitlin are, and we were like watching TV, and then we were about to leave to go somewhere, and Mason was like looking at the dog who's sitting in the dog bed, like just staring at Mason like this. And he's like, Mason was like, how am I supposed to leave him like this? And I look over, I'm like, well, he's about to leave you like that.
Oh, no.
And he, like, within 2 weeks of me saying that, the dog died. And I feel fucking terrible
So
about
you
it.
had no idea it was gonna die?
No, I wouldn't have made the joke, but I'm like, he is an older dog, so like, you
How
know,
old was
I don't know.
Do
You
you
cursed
know?
it.
Did it die like in its sleep?
I
or did you put
haven't,
it down?
I haven't, I'm assuming it just died
Okay.
because it was,
You cast a spell on it. That's
well,
why.
I had been making jokes like that a lot. Just like, be like, he's gonna die, dude. He's gonna fucking die.
Can
When
you start
baby
saying
gets
something?
older, you'll
Yeah.
probably make jokes.
Oh,
that
dude, I'm gonna be like,
die.
she's gonna fucking die, and you're gonna find her, and it's gonna be
You wizard.
terrible.
Oh my god, that's a weird thing to say to someone. Like,
Yeah.
your pet's gonna die, and you're gonna
But
find her.
dude,
It's gonna be
he's
bad.
actively dying right now. Like,
Maybe you could just smell the death.
Well, I'm expecting to get at least 10 years out of baby at this point.
good luck.
No, I mean like
10
10
years
more
to life?
years.
Good
like
luck.
17.
You might get to 10, but
No, baby is 7 right now,
No,
and she is
dude,
very healthy.
you're gonna pull her teeth. She's gonna try to eat kibble, and it's gonna get stuck. And she's gonna go.
If that actually happens, I'm never gonna talk to
It's
you
gonna be
again.
while you're at work getting bit by other dogs. You're gonna come home, and be like, oh, I finally can just relax with my dog, and then she's the ultimate chiller. She's already dead. She's super fucking relaxed, dude.
So then you could just
Yeah.
take her teeth and put it in the deer head.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like just put her up on the wall, have her like doing like a lion stance, or like one of the bears that like, you know, what I'm talking about, they're standing on their hind legs going, oh. Just have a baby do that and just put her up.
I don't know if
somewhere.
I would want to taxidermy any of my dogs. That would be kind of like fucked up. Like I can look at the taxidermy on my wall and be fine because I don't know those animals.
You have no attachment to them.
Yeah.
But they had a
probably,
family.
That dude was probably super funny and like made a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Or he could have been a serial rapist.
That one Dad shot, that's Dad's deer, and then the one over here is Pupples.
I don't like how it's looking at me.
Don't look at it then. And then that one right there, I found at a flea market.
It's not real?
No. It's a glass gazelle. It's
a doctor.
Yeah. And then the duck is a magician. He did have a guitar, so he's a magician musician. But the guitar fell.
You know what he would say?
What?
Whack.
I was not expecting that. I thought you were going to say something to do with him being a magician or a musician.
Interrupting cow who?
He would say, whack. What do the deer say?
It says... Wait, what sound did it make when you hit it with your car? That's the sound it would make.
There was no sound. It was just the sound of its body smacking against metal.
Because you
pennies go flying.
Yeah, no pennies.
Pocket
Like
change
it was
go
like
flying.
an explosion of pocket change.
You got
like,
hit with a fucking grenade
with a bunch of quarters.
Dude said, and threw himself instead. He got confused and then boom.
That's what happened. That is fact. That was a factual event. That actually happened. We should put it on Facebook.
R.I.P. We miss you.
No, I saw some fucked up shit. I saw this was on the way home from I think your Halloween party like 2 years ago. Me and Maya were leaving. We're getting on the highway, and there's a highway that like merges with another one, and like in between, there's a deer that had like just got clipped. Back legs were disconnected, and it was like trying to stand up, but it didn't have back legs, and it was just fucking blood everywhere. Yeah, it was really bad.
It was still alive.
Yeah, it was like, okay, no legs now.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, me and Maya were like quiet the rest of that ride. We're like, holy shit.
That's like the last thing you would expect to see.
And thankfully Maya didn't notice that the legs were missing, but I definitely saw that. So, but yeah, that was pretty bad.
I came across a video on Facebook and it had like one of those graphic warnings. And normally when they have that, it's like not that bad.
Yeah.
And the one I saw was so fucked up that it had me like laying in bed thinking about it. Okay. And I can't find it again, and I'm not going to try to find it again. It was of an elephant and an elephant like handler. And he was like tapping the elephant with a stick to try to get him to go where he wanted him to. And the elephant had enough of him tapping him with the stick. So the elephant, like, it was like this dude folded like a towel. Like, it just pushed down on him and he like went backwards and you could see like, and the dude was like, it was like the bottom half of his body. He kept like trying to move and do stuff, but the bottom half of his body was being smashed by an elephant. The elephant was like picking him up and putting him back down and then smashing him a different direction. And it was until the dude wasn't moving anymore.
Yeah.
And it was so, I sat there and watched the whole thing and I was like, why did I do this to myself?
On Facebook?
Like, well, let me see that again.
I was not expecting to see that on Facebook. Like, it was really...
Elephants will fucking play with your body too. Like
that's what it did. It was like playing with his body.
They won't just kill you.
It was just like this eventually. Like he did. He smashed him like a pancake and folded him up like he was a towel. Yeah. And he was going to go put him away in his linen closet.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of people
just
dying.
telling you it. I want you to imagine actually seeing it.
Yeah.
It makes me sick to my stomach thinking about it right now.
Twitter pushes porn and gore, and I'll be at work and there's this one where I was like, oh, the dude's head popped. And I was like, what? And I like watched the video. I'm like, how does he got run over by a bus? And it was like, I've seen a video like this a million times where they just get run over and then they're just like, the bus comes over and then they're not moving. But this time, this dude like was riding a bike and a bus came by and like clipped him and he fell forward and his head went underneath the wheel. And when I tell you, blood literally just went whoosh, like his head literally exploded.
Oh god.
It just went whoosh.
I just like imagine like when a bug hits your windshield like that.
But imagine that, but like with the contents of what's in your body in your head. Yeah, God. It was. I was like, there's no way. Like his head, like maybe a little bit leaked out, but no, it was violent explosion. Like,
I think we forget
combusted.
how like fragile human bodies are.
Dude, it's crazy.
Like that's.
If he would have just bought a fucking bus pass that day.
So
Yeah.
I guess people catch these things on like
Like
traffic
the CCTVs,
cams?
yeah. Imagine just scrolling through the board and boom! Like, holy shit!
God.
Oh.
She went on a walk.
I thought you died. What's up?
Hi, BB.
Oh, she got me all way up.
She's too young to die. She's only 7.
When you're about to be blindsided, that's all I'm gonna say.
Is she in her 40s, technically?
I mean, something like that, yeah.
Midlife?
Yeah, she's like mid. She's considered a senior.
She's mid as fuck, dude.
Yeah, she's mid.
I think when my animals die, I'm never going to get another one because I don't think I can handle them dying. And I'm already thinking about it.
Well, usually when you have an animal die, the house feels really, really empty without them. And so you get another animal to help fill that hole.
I don't think I can because I'm thinking about it because when you get a pet, you never think about them dying until like a couple years later.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't think I'd want to go through that again. So.
Yeah.
Your cat definitely has asthma though. Like
that
is definitely. You need to go to a different vet.
Yeah.
And you need to get her like an inhaler or something. I don't know how that.
The vet I went to was the best vet that I have ever been. Okay. It is in Coleraine, Ohio. It's a Noah's Ark Animal Clinic. Like, which it's a randomized doctor you get, but the doctor I had was fantastic.
Oh, I had to take Milo to the vet, but I took him to a new one. It's kind of like Noah's Ark, but it's like Pet Vet 365 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you just, it's like basically, like you make an appointment online and then you can go in. But his anal glands were full.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta leave those out.
Like the smell, at first I'm like, it was like smelling for a few days and then I was like, okay, something's wrong. I thought he just didn't like clean himself properly, so I cleaned him.
Yeah.
And then like the smell was still happening and I'm like, something's very wrong. And it was like actively leaking.
Ew.
And he kept like sitting everywhere and I had to keep like cleaning the surfaces he was sitting at. And I'm like, I can't fucking do this.
Yeah, you just squeeze their butthole and then it shoots out.
Yeah,
but they did it, so.
You probably won't believe this. For vanilla flavoring, for most ice creams, they actually get beaver anal gland.
You're a fucking liar.
No. Look it up. I would not say this unless I meant it. Look that shit up because it is true.
What do you mean?
For vanilla ice cream or certain vanilla flavoring, they use beaver gland juices.
So they don't use vanilla bean?
No, they do. But I'm saying
why is this side?
They also. It sounds crazy, but it's true.
Oh no, it was one of the searches, one of the recommended. Okay, let's see. I don't know why it's sideways, bruh.
Because there's an Android and
they suck.
Is it? Please tell me it's fake. I want to be wrong.
It's a rumor that's been swirling the internet, scaring everyone from home, bakers to.
Please be. I hope it's wrong.
Oh God, tell me, is it real? I think it's true.
Motherfucker, dude.
Wait.
Oh, please be. I don't even. Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck I want. I want to be right, but I also want to be wrong.
Do they have to kill the beaver to get the butt?
Yeah, they probably just jack them off.
It says it's possible that a bottle of artificial vanilla extract could contain it, but the odds are very low.
Okay.
Don't they do weird shit to bears? Like something about they capture bears and like take their stomach acid for stuff. What was that? Something about that freaked me out.
I believe it because they used to capture whales just for their fat.
Oh, they use the bear stomach acid for ED medicine, erectile dysfunction. So they like capture these bears, keep them in cages, and then take the stomach acid from them like every few days. And that's like they're like torturing them basically. Humans suck.
They do. Have you seen the cows that have the device on the side where you can reach into their stomach?
What?
They have like I went on a field trip as a kid. I hope this is a fever dream and not real.
Oh my God.
But it had this big metal ring on its side, and the lady was she was a vet, and she was explaining why they had to do that, and I don't remember why because I was a child. But she could reach her hand into the cow's stomach.
I wonder if it was like to
birth a baby.
No, it was in its stomach. One of its stomachs.
Okay.
Because, like, one of the stomachs is to digest, like, their food they eat.
I think it was some kind of scientific study or something.
That's crazy.
But it was a big metal ring, and it basically had, like, a gaping hole.
That's pretty sick.
On the side. Yeah.
Did you milk a
humans
cow?
are garbage. Do what?
Did you milk a cow while you were there, or a goat?
I don't know. I just remember the hole in the cow and the lady sticking her hand inside of the cow, and that fucked me up, so.
Every time I edit a video and I'm uploading it to YouTube, it asks me, is this content appropriate for children? It's like, no.
Always say no, even if you think that episode is appropriate, just in case. Because YouTube's really strict about child guidelines.
I figured I would say no, and I was trying to skip the question, but it's like, you have to answer it. So yeah, this one's definitely not kid-friendly.
None of them are.
But if you're a kid and you're watching, I'm sorry. Tell your mom I'm sorry, too.
We're about 50 minutes in Reddit. I chose some short ones, so...
What you can do is, while you're reading it, just get an AI, voice to read it, and just cut your voice out of it.
I might actually...
Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? Today.
I chose 3 of them in case we had time to read all 3, but I think we're only going to read 2 because they're all decently... I've been choosing shorter ones, Matthew.
Thank you. I hate... I don't know how much I like the Reddit thing. It's... I don't know. It's not my idea of a podcast. Mine is very much just goofing.
Yeah.
And then be like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
I just feel like I wouldn't watch it if it was me searching out content.
Well, that's a majority of the content that I watch.
Yeah, because you're 30, so...
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
most of our audience is my age.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like having a segment...
Y'all gotta click off and go update your portfolio or something. You can't be here right now. Get back to work. Go listen to something else. You shouldn't be listening to this. You're actually becoming more unproductive by listening to us.
Send us money.
No, don't do that. I don't even want your money.
Link in bio,
you
link tree.
Invest. Get your money up, not your funny up.
Okay, did you choose one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have chosen one. I have chose one. I only chose it because it's short, but I just read it. Okay. Would I be the asshole if I placed my girlfriend's child up for adoption?
All right. I do need context for this. If it's getting fucked up on a daily basis, if it's getting fucking beat down, there's only 2 situations where this is okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
My girlfriend was in a car accident with my best friend. She passed away and he is hospitalized.
So the girlfriend's dead.
Whoa. Okay. So, how old is this guy? Does it say how old he is?
25 months.
He is 25 months? Okay.
No, I don't know.
All right, that makes sense.
No, I don't know.
The baby is 20. Okay, so the baby is 2 years old.
No, I don't actually know. I just made that up.
Okay, keep reading. Sorry.
I went to visit him and he admitted that they were having an affair. He said our newborn daughter was actually his. He was afraid that he was not going to make it and he wanted me to know the truth. I was broken. I had just lost my girlfriend, my best friend, and now maybe all I had left. I took a paternity test and I am not the father. I approached my church and they are affiliated with a private abortion organization. Oh, adoption. Shit. I was like, wait, the baby's not
The baby's already born and you're like... I went up to them and was like, what can y'all do about this?
I approached my church as they are affiliated with a private adoption organization. Gangs. I'm thinking of putting my child up for adoption. I am on the birth certificate. I am her legal... Why do they talk like that?
I don't know.
I am on her birth certificate.
I am the legal father, period. Yeah. My mom and dad have been helping me, but I have not told them yet that she isn't biologically mine. Am I the asshole for considering this?
Is there any update as to if the boyfriend or the father is alive? Because if he is, I would just sign her off to him.
There's an update at the bottom that says that the actual father doesn't want anything to do with the kid.
Well, that fucking sucks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking sucks.
I also thought, what about the girlfriend's parents? They didn't say anything about that in the post when I read it.
Next of kin would be the dad. But although he's on the birth... okay.
Or maybe the dad's parents. You know what I mean? Find a family member that's actually the kid's family member.
Well, yeah, but god damn it, dude.
That would be horrible. Can you imagine losing your significant other and then you're stuck with a kid and you find out that kid's not even yours? By yourself?
Obviously the right thing to do is just take care of the kid yourself. But, biological father should. I mean, there's got to be something like law there. I don't know.
In the bottom in the update, there's an update on there. I don't know if you saw that on there, Becca. The guy did survive, but it's going to be a long road to recovery for like years. He has years of recovery, and he also expressed that he was not interested at all.
It just says edit, adding some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Am I legally allowed to make decisions for this baby? Considering that my girlfriend's mom and dad kicked her out because she wouldn't have an abortion, do you think they are best choice for this baby? My ex-friend is not going to be able to take care of himself, much less a baby, for years. He also did not want to take responsibility for her. Why would he now?
That's a really tough situation.
You just gotta take care of him.
I mean, I don't know if I want to take care of a kid if it wasn't even mine. But then again, if it was, it depends on how old the kid is. You know what I mean?
You say that when you're somebody's stepmom. I don't know if I want to take care of this kid because I'm mine.
No, I mean, like, if the significant other dies and then you have like a newborn baby, I don't know if I want that kind of responsibility if it wasn't mine. Versus, like, I've been in his life for a decade, so like obviously I would. It's different because I know him, I'm attached to him. Versus a newborn baby, I don't think I would be as attached unless I physically gave birth to it myself.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's, the best option in this scenario would probably be the guy who wrote the thing. But he said that he gave the baby up for adoption. That was the thing. I just remembered that.
Would he be the asshole if he gave it up for adoption?
No,
is the question.
I don't think it is an asshole thing to do. I think that he should have taken care of the child, but I don't think that he's an asshole for passing it off. You know what I mean? Because it's not his. I don't know, if he was trying, like, if he wanted a kid, or if he had been, I don't know their conversation with him and his
deceased
girlfriend. Yeah, we don't know the context of that, so we don't know. I don't know this guy's state.
I can't imagine grieving and then also having to take care of a kid, and then you find out that kid's not even yours.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see why he wants to put it up for adoption, because I probably would consider the same. But I would contact other family members of the kid before I went to those measures.
I think that he should just set it free into the wilderness.
I mean, yeah, we could have a battle dome.
Thunderdome?
Yeah, like the Hunger Games.
Like Mad Max.
Find a bear,
like that.
A bear that has cubs, and just like give it a little furry jacket, and then the bear will adopt it.
Here's what I was thinking. Put it in the middle of the road. Someone's going to stop and pick it up.
There you go.
In the middle of the road?
Someone's going to see it and be like, oh my God, that's a baby. I have to get that baby out of the road. But,
Go to a roller rink.
Why would you? Oh my God.
Either that or problem solved, truck runs it over, it's done. It head pops like a fucking grape and it goes...
This is what you do. You go to amusement park. You take it onto a ride with you, and then you leave it on that ride, and then you leave the amusement park.
Or just be a normal fucking person and put it up for adoption.
Abandon the child is what I'm saying.
Here's what you do. You try to bring it on. If they stop you, you go to play a game that has a top hat as a prize. You win the top hat. You put the baby in the hat. You wear the hat. You get on the ride. As soon as you start going, you take off the hat and you like punch the bottom of it so it goes inside out.
Is that a magic trick too?
Voila, and you get off and
okay.
No one knows.
I think it's voila.
If you can't,
voila.
If they tell you can't get on the ride, and so you just set the baby down and you get on the ride without the baby. And then you just leave.
Oh, and then the exit is on a different part, so you leave the baby.
Find a trash can.
And you're just like, all right, fine. And you just set the baby down and then sit on the ride.
Put it in one of the lockers, like in the waiting line. And lock it, and then like make it a code that you won't remember.
God, that's so fucked up. Just put it up for adoption if you're going through.
See, now adoption seems like a better option, right?
It's expensive.
Now we don't feel so bad. Yeah. Think of all the options he has. Adoption is great.
Yeah. Living in the wild with bears or adoption.
Yeah, I don't think at the end I don't think he's the asshole.
No,
that is a very tough decision.
Not the asshole.
If it were me, I would probably take care of the kid just because I feel like
You're like morally obligated.
yeah, I feel like I would have to, but obviously
Pro-choice.
yeah. That's why I go outside of abortion clinics and I yell at women who walk in.
See, this is why having him in the asshole is great, because we wouldn't have had this conversation.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that the conversations that come from it can be good.
Well, it's a topic to talk about, and usually they're hilarious. Whenever I watch it, like at work, I'm like, cackling. All right, the next one. Are you ready? Am I the asshole for?
I'm not either. Actually,
go ahead.
I'm not ready.
I got situated.
You may proceed.
Am I the asshole for performing in front of the camera my mom forced me to have in my room?
Excuse me?
Performing?
Is it a circus or is it a circus?
I am a 17-year-old guy.
Oh.
And my mom always has been a bit overprotective. Recently, she took it to the next level by insisting on putting a surveillance camera in my room for my safety.
Ew.
I found it super invasive and uncomfortable, but she would not take no for an answer. So in an act of defiance, I decided to jerk off right in front of the camera every day for a week. I figured if she wanted to invade my privacy, she'd have to deal with the consequences. I made sure to look...
Yeah. Go ahead.
Honestly?
I made sure to look directly into the camera, making it clear that I knew it was there and I didn't care. After a week, my mom came to me furious. She had finally watched the footage and saw what I've been doing. She said she was absolutely disgusted and yelled at me for being disrespectful and said I was acting like a child. I told her that if she wanted to invade my privacy, she had to be prepared for what she might see. She took the camera down immediately, but now she's giving me the silent treatment and acting like I'm the bad guy. My dad thinks I went too far, and I think he secretly finds it funny. But he also agrees that having a camera in my room was too much. My sister won't even talk to me anymore after my mom told her what I had done. But my friends think it's hilarious and say my mom got what she deserved. I'm not sure how to feel. Am I the asshole?
This can't be real. There's no way that's a real story. I can't.
That's insane.
I mean, I feel like teenage me would have, if I had a dick, I probably would have done something similar if mom put a camera in our room.
Well, here's the thing. Now the mom is in possession of child pornography.
Yeah, that's what the comments say. That the mom has to delete it. Like, someone's like, take it a step further and call the cops.
No, be like, she's recording me. I was jacking off hardcore, nasty style.
And she has it on her computer. Arrest her, please. No, the mom could go to jail for that.
She's like, I watched every second of it, but I'm mad at you.
What did the mom expect putting a camera in a teenage boy's room?
That's so weird.
Yeah, that is fucking weird, dude. That's why I don't believe it's true. I'm like, what do you mean, are you the asshole for...
I can see parents doing that.
Yeah, he was doing it with his legs straight up in the air. He was jacking off, full asshole displayed. Sorry. Showing off his genetics.
Like, what part of that makes them more safe? Seeing him sleep?
I guess to make sure he's not sneaking girls in. I don't know.
So her safety of mind. What's the phrase?
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Safety of mind.
So
gotta secure the border around her mind.
So it's like it's just for her peace of mind, not for safety reasons.
Well, she said it was for safety reasons, but probably to make sure he's not like sneaking out.
Yeah. Well, in that case, might as well put one in the bathroom too.
Yeah. In the toilet.
Mean, that's
in the toilet. That's where he's gonna sneak out. He plays a lot of Mario. He's gonna go down the pipe.
I saw one. I think it was an "Am I the Asshole?" where this girl was married to this guy, so he was the stepdad, and the stepdad put cameras in like the bathroom.
Yeah.
And had footage of her teenage daughter.
I heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the asshole for that. She got to make sure she's safe.
In the shower?
Yeah, if she slips, you got to know,
It was like in the smoke detector or whatever.
Yeah, I had someone at work that I overheard talking about like wanting to catch their significant other cheating. But she didn't know. She was just paranoid. She was like, I think I'm going to get a camera and get like one of those smoke detector cameras and just like put it at the front door because I'm going to be out of town and he's going to be here for like a couple of days, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I mean, just do what you want to do, but I'm just like, or just trust that he's not going to do that.
Like, I don't, as a parent, I don't think I would ever put a camera in this room. Like, I have a camera right there in my living room, but it's because there was one day, because he's a teenager, and he wasn't answering the phone because he was asleep, and he fell asleep on the couch in the living room. So I have that camera so I can make sure that he's like alive. There will never be a camera in his bedroom because that is your private space. I mean, you change your clothes in your bedroom.
Doesn't he sleep down here?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
Not anymore.
Okay. Was there any overlap of when that camera was here when he slept down here?
I mean, yeah, but he had his own bedroom and he didn't change his clothes. Like, and when you're in your bedroom,
He never changed his clothes?
Hang on, putting a camera in your kid's bedroom, that's where they change their clothes. So they're inevitably going to be naked in there. Why would you put a camera where your kid changes their clothes? That's equivalent to putting it in your kid's bathroom.
You gotta make sure they don't have any tattoos. You gotta make sure they're staying godly.
Oh my god.
I think a lot of parents are like,
fucked.
well, I pushed him out of me, so it's fine.
He should have just like helicoptered instead of jacking off. You know what I mean?
No, he should have. He should have gone a step further.
You should have shit on the camera. What was your step further?
I was hoping someone would suggest that for me.
Shitting on the
Like
camera?
what is this? That's like that's pretty bad. That's
Putting it in his asshole.
or like just coming on his hand and just eating it. I don't know. Like pissing.
Or
I
no,
don't know.
he pissed inside like the milk jug, and then she drank it. Like he did it in front of the camera.
Oh, it's something that only she would know would happen if she watched the video.
Yeah.
Like that would
That's
be.
what you
He
get.
should clean his asshole with her toothbrush.
He should get the rag that's behind her toilet. Yeah.
From the last
Yeah.
one.
The last one that was from like fucking a year and a half ago. What are we talking
It was
about?
like 2 weeks ago that we recorded.
No, that was we were at Becca's. So this is like the 4th or 5th time we recorded here.
I guess it was a minute.
Yeah, it was actually, sorry. It was long enough for it to crust up and get hard behind the,
How long have we been doing the podcast?
Since January 6th.
So we're like a half year in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't posted all of them. We've only posted 12 episodes.
We-
We're on our 13th.
I think we started putting them out in March or February.
Yeah, we
So-
started putting them out way after we started recording.
Yeah.
Should we do like a special episode when it hits the 1 year?
Yes.
It won't be
We did.
52 though. It won't be 52 episodes because we skipped a lot. Yeah. Well, we hit an hour, guys.
Woo!
Success.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, I guess.
Actually, don't.
If you want to.
Please
I mean,
don't.
You
It's
don't have
embarrassing.
to. I can't make you. It's
Embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Don't embarrass me in front of my friends.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get food. I'm fucking starving.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.